I thought I'm struggling to sleep, so I thought I would talk some about IceFire Warhymn. I did not even advance to the elimination round this time, which was incredibly disappointing for me. Um, I had done a lot of research last time on ratios and formations, and I could not remember what the ratios and formations was that I used last time. And so I ended up using the basic 49 to 49 and 50, 20, 30 ratios. And I ended up second guessing myself about halfway through the rounds. And then I ended up moving my squads around. And I don't know that it would have made a difference because, and I can show you here. So I'm going to go to the beginning. So these were all very easy matches. I was at least a billion power stronger than every match that I had. Um, every one of these up to here. And then this is when it started to get a little bit more competitive. Now you'll notice that my ranking doesn't really, even though I'm winning, my ranking is not substantially changing. And my points were kind of low this whole time. And I was like, why are my points so low? Like, that's not. Last time, I moved up in the rankings as I won, and I was pretty much staying stagnant, right? Like 61, 61. I did move up to 60, but then I dropped back down to 61, 61. I dropped down to 62. So about in here is when I was like, ooh, I am so close to that cutoff of 64. I need to do something so I get more points, so I am not sitting on the cusp, because I could easily get knocked down and not even qualify for the elimination round. So in here somewhere is where so you see Hector is here. He's just went. And I think that this one, yep, see now I've moved Hector to the middle lane. And I'm still winning, but I am up against people who are substantially weaker than me. And so I win and I keep winning. This one is a little bit closer. They're at 2.3 and I'm at 3.1. And after this battle, I did move up to 58. So I think part of it was that I was just substantially stronger than these people. And so I wasn't getting the points because it wasn't, I hate to say the word competitive. But, again, I win. That's my weakest march right there. Oh, wait, maybe that was. And then we come to the last match, and I'm at 3.1. They're at 4. Odds are on them. They're ranked 25th. And now I leave this ranked 77th. I dropped hard, and part of it is because I didn't win. Now, that was my strongest. So my strongest went up against her strongest, and she decimated me. So had I left my strongest march in the far right hand in the third slot, I might have been able to beat that one. I probably would have ended up losing, but I at least would have won one of those matches. But it didn't happen, so I was eliminated, and my time at IceFire Warhymn is over. But I do still get to go and bet, so that's exciting. So I have gone in and I've made some bets. I bet strictly like a lot of these are no-brainer bets, and that's one of the things I don't like about this is I really wish that I think it would be more interesting to see like this red person who's Takumi, at 4 billion up against Darth Skull at 4.6. I would rather see these two battle than see Ashley decimate Darth Skull. I want to see Scorpio and Ashley go at it, and then at the end, Takumi or Dark Skull, whoever wins, ends up going against whoever wins. You know, I would like to see that. I think that it would be more interesting for the free to play players and the low spin players to be able to have something similar, but where they battle people of comparable power. And I know the game is designed, it's a for-profit game. Like, they're not in it for us, they're in it to make money. But I do wish the developers would come up with a way to make it a funner event. Like, Foundry is a fun event even if you aren't a whale. Now, if there's a globe on the battlefield, we're probably gonna get mutilated, right? But there is also a level of skill. I know a free to play player who often scores in the top 10 or 20 on Frostfire Mine because he has studied the game and he's really good at it, and that requires skill. So even though he's free to play and he's only like 300 million in power, he can be on the field, Frostfire Mine filled with wells, and he still comes out in the top 10. I wish they would think about how to make IceFire Warhymn similar, like take the concept and just adjust the algorithm or the matching or something so that it makes it a fun event for everybody. Because right now it's just another opportunity for whales to end up on top. And on the one hand, keep your whales happy. They're spending a lot more money than the rest of us. But I have a lot of close friends who are free to play and low spenders. And they need an opportunity, they love the game also, but the more that there's events like this that exclude them from being competitive, the more likely they are to quit. And to be honest, if they quit, I'm probably not staying around forever, because they are probably 60-70% of the reason I enjoy this game as much as I do is the community. And y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm preaching to the choir, right? Y'all know this community. Y'all have y'all's own communities in your states and your alliances. And without community, this game isn't as interesting. So, well, that's all the rantings of a mad woman at 5 o'clock in the morning when she can't sleep. So I'm going to stop because I'm just babbling now. But I look forward to seeing your videos. And for those of y'all who have moved on to the elimination match, I wish you good luck. And I look forward to seeing you on the podium. I don't know what you call it in this game, but good luck.